lineup for tonight's first ARCA Pro 4 heat race. On the pole, that's number 2 alongside 0, that's Jack Sims. The second row finds Warren Brewer in car number 10, and alongside in car 5, John Witham from Hamilton, Ohio. Ray Frucci is next in 73, alongside of him, Ricky Bryant. Then comes Bobby Sage in car number 1. Jack Weethy in 55, 6 is Robin Slaughter, and car 25 is Bill Hartman. Hartman, your fast qualifier here this evening. And that will be a false start. False start, Vic Tannerelli getting a big jump. Tannerelli again the jump, but the green remains out. ARCA officials roll the race. Warren Brewer is second. Third now, Jack Sims. Whoa, Ray Frucci sideways in turn 4. He nearly collects Ricky Bryant in car number 12, but they head down the backstretch. Meantime, the battle up front heats up. Tannerelli trying to fend off Warren Brewer. Ray Frucci moves past Ricky Bryant. He now commands the 5th position. Third is still Jack Sims. Fourth, John Witham. Frucci's 5th spot was a short-lived proposition, as now Bobby Sage runs 5th. Halfway this time. Tannerelli will give him 3 car lengths down the backstretch. Warren Brewer look for a mistake. Tannerelli off the pace. Warren Brewer takes control. Tannerelli slow off the 4th turn now, pulls into the infield. That will hand over 2nd spot to Jack Sims. 3rd now, Bobby Sage moves around John Witham. Your leader is Warren Brewer. White flag. And rounding 3, head for home. Warren Brewer, your winner. Second goes to Jack Sims. Third is Bobby Sage, and unofficially John Witham comes home in 4th. Again, your winner, car number 10 from Huber Heights, Ohio, the KDC Racing Wood and Flora engines modified. Warren Brewer, car number 10. On the starting first in car 67 from Tip City, Ohio, Gary Bisser. Alongside car 23, the driver is Dale Lenz. Row number 2, car number 14, Greg Basco from McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Beside him, it's Bobby Marvin from Columbus. Jack Weethy is next in car 55. I mistakenly said he was in that last heat race. He's in this one. And beside him, car 11, that is Jeff Sheets. Then we've got Larry Smith in 21, 57, Bill Withers, car number 9, Ben Pelfrey, and on the tail, car 94, car 24, George Voulmont. Jack Wheatley pulls into second around Vasco. Greg Vasco runs third. But now Larry Smith and Bobby Marvin split Vasco. Smith comes out in third spot. Your new leader is Jack Wheatley. They'll complete lap number 2 this time past the start-finish line. ARCA Pro 4 heat race number 2. The second spot up for grabs. Gary Bisser and Larry Smith, the two combatants. Still Greg Vasco in that yellow 14 car is fourth. 76 runs fifth. That is Bobby Marvin. Jeff Sheets off the pace in car 11. They'll be halfway this time. Jack Wheatley, Larry Smith, Gary Bisser, your top 3. Now Dale Lenz is off the track in car 23. Your leader through turns 3 and 4 is car 55, Jack Wheatley. It's still Gary Bisser in that third spot. Bobby Marvin is up to fourth. Wheatley will get the white flag. Larry Smith appears to be closing just a little bit. Now Wheatley very slow off the fourth turn, and he is off the pace. Your winner is Larry Smith. Second to Wheatley. Third is Gary Bisser. Fourth, Jeff Sheets, and in fifth spot, Ben Pelfrey. So trouble befalls both race-long heat winners. First, in the first heat race, it was Vic Tannerelli coming up short, off the pace late in the event. And in this race, Jack Wheatley held the top spot for most of the race, only to fall off the pace late in the going and hand over the win to Larry Smith. These are your fastest 4 sportsman qualifiers, set to do battle for 4 laps on the pole. Fourth quick time here tonight. Your feature winner from last Saturday night in the Mopar, it's Jerry Buck. Flanking Jerry on the outside of that front row in car 91 with third fast qualifying time. We've got Sean Gray in car 91. And row 2 made up of car 25, Jimmy Kidd. And on the tail, fast time this evening, car number 2, Don Gregory Jr. 4 laps of NASCAR Winston Racing Series Limited Sportsman action in the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash. All right, they begin to pick up the pace in turn 3. Look to the starter, Jim Paul, and the green is out. We're racing. Jerry Buck and Sean Gray go at it through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, Gray with a bobble off the second turn. He still hangs on in that outside groove. Jimmy Kidd parked right underneath the rear spoiler around Buck's Mopar. 1 lap is complete. Halfway this time, 2 laps down. Sean Gray about 2 car lengths back of Kidd. Kidd trying to hang tight with Jerry Buck's Mopar. Not able to do so far. White flag, 1 lap to go this time. Buck winless in Trophy Dash action this season. Looking for his first victory. And he'll do it. Your winner will be Jerry Buck. Giving Kidd his second, third to Sean Gray. And fourth, Don Gregory Jr. Buck's car sponsored by Eastside Nursery, Direct Painting, and Buck Racing Repair. Those finest video racing series, the Midwest finest racing series. And you're interested in a videotape of this evening's racing action or any other event here at the Speedway, stop down and see the young lady from Penstroke Video Productions, the official videographer of Columbus Motor Speedway. And now the lineup for the first heat race in the Limited Sportsman Division. Roger Scott posted in that first spot. Alongside of him, that's Jimmy McCulley. The second row, car 23 is John Matthews, and 20, Mike Brown. Then comes Tom Idle in 35. Again, that 35 car is for sale, we're told. 30, Bill Hundley, and out back in 76, Buddy Townsend. 8 laps. Roger Scott and Jimmy McCulley sashay through turns 1 and 2. McCulley not giving up in that outside groove a bit to Scott. Lap 1 in the record book. Roger Scott the leader. Jim McCulley runs second. Now Scott a little squirrely off the second turn. McCulley takes command. Mike Brown follows him around. Now Brown to the inside of McCulley down the front stretch. Give the spot to Mike Brown. McCulley second, now up to third. That's John Matthews. Mike Brown, Jim McCulley, John Matthews. Halfway through this 8-lapper this time. Brown not getting very far away from McCulley. The real battle for third spot. Buddy Townsend from the tail up to fourth. He is challenging John Matthews. Now McCulley also challenges your leader down the front stretch. McCulley sideways in turn 1, loses a lot of ground to the leader. The white flag this time to Mike Brown. Matthews still runs third. With his fourth heat race victory of 1996, it will be Mike Brown. Second, Jimmy McCulley. Third, John Matthews. Fourth, Buddy Townsend. And Tom Idle rounds out your top 5. Buckeye Auto Parts, the sponsor, along with Brown's Tree Service, Beach Performance, Dart Automotive, Lancaster Auto Recycling. Prepare for their second heat race. Give you a little idea about what is ahead of you folks here this evening. We'll run this event, then have the preliminary races in the street stock division. Of course, the 10 30-lap late model features tonight will run the first of those 30 lappers immediately following the street stock preliminaries. Here is the lineup for tonight's second limited sportsman heat race. Randy Sword and Jerry Irwin make up row number 1. Second row, that's Jeff Loudermilk and Bob Grubal. Grubal with that new sponsor here tonight, Columbus Staffing Agency. And out back, we've got 17 Dave Ritchie Jr. and 86 Mike Holland. 8 laps. Talked earlier about the Winston scoreboard. It is on the Fritz here this evening, so keep your eyes on the Red Dog Message Center for the lap count. Leading lap number 1 will be Randy Sword. Jerry Irwin, a good run for him, a solid second place so far. Now Grubal out of the groove. In turns 3 and 4. Grubal off the pace. Dave Ritchie Jr. challenges your third place car, Jeff Loudermilk, down in turn number 3. Halfway. Caution on the Speedway. Randy Sword has broken out. Back up to speed. Jerry Irwin, still your leader. Dave Ritchie Jr., Randy Sword, Bob Grubal, Jeff Loudermilk, your top 5 competitors. White flag gets set in the hands of starter Jim Paul. White is out. One lap remaining for Jerry Irwin. With his second heat race win of the season. Second goes to Dave Ritchie Jr. Third is Randy Sword. Bob Grubal 4th. And Jeff Loudermilk comes home in 5th spot. Jerry Irwin won his first career heat race victory here back on July 13th. This, his second ever victory in the heat race action here at the Speedway. Jerry Irwin, your winner. While you're here at the Speedway, don't forget to pick up your souvenir magazine. All the information, results of last Saturday's racing action, along with 22, Bubba Parsons. Beside him, car 51, your feature winner from 1 week ago, Lonnie Spires, third quick tonight. Second fast time this evening for car 26, Scott Stevens. And your fast qualifier for car 46, I believe a career first for this gentleman. First time he's been your fast qualifier. Car 46, Carl Katz. Fastest for straight stock qualifiers, going at it for 4 laps. Bubba Parsons and Lonnie Spires, the 2 combatants for that top spot. That's Scott Stevens hanging out there in 3rd position. 1 lap now complete. Bubba Parsons with that slim margin. Scott Stevens now up to 2nd, and Spires slips in the 4th turn. Stevens will go after Parsons through turns 1 and 2. The white flag will wave this time, and here comes Stevens in a hurry. Bubba fends him off so far. White flag, 1 lap remains. Stevens now sideways in turn 1. Carl Katz trying to take over the runner-up spot. No doubt about who the winner will be. It will be Bubba Parsons. Second goes to Carl Katz. Third, too close to call. Have to wait for scoring. Scott Stevens comes home third. And fourth goes to Lonnie Spires. Parsons car sponsored by Del Car Auto Wrecking, Lindy's Inn Batteries Plus, Gutter Boy Promotions, soda, free soda, 2 liters, large pizza, Donato's, Allen Creek only, be there. All right, it's the first heat race for them zany street stockers. Bob Seagraves in 56, Russ Harper in 10. Second row, Mark Matthews, and alongside of him, Sam Payton. Mark Fraybot is next, and outside in 0, outside of row 3 and 0, that's Jim Hersey. And now Rick Curtin rounds out the field. 8 laps, 8 racing laps for this evening's first street stock heat race. Sam Payton backing her in down there into turn number 1. Now we got bumper cars on the backstretch. Seagrave slow off that second turn, and everybody goes underneath and around the outside of it. Bob now calls it an evening. The battle now heats up between Russ Harper and Jim Hersey for the lead. 2 laps now down. Rick Curtin started last. He is now up to second spot. Curtin slips underneath Jim Hersey off the 4th turn. And he'll take command. Rick Curtin last to first in 3.5 laps. Cross flags will signify halfway this time. Now Curtin draws away. 5 car lengths down the backstretch. Hersey's going to have to deal with Mark Matthews next. He is sideways in the 4th turn. Matthews looks underneath. Now Mark Matthews, second position. 6 laps down. Number 14 will accept the white flag this time. Rick Curtin, Mark Matthews, Jim Hersey, Mark Fraybot, Russ Harper, your top 5 racers. His career first heat race victory here at Columbus Motor Speedway. Rick Curtin, Matthews is second. Hersey runs third. 4th goes to Mark Fraybot, and in 5th position, Russ Harper. Rick Curtin out of Cincinnati, Ohio, his first ever heat race victory here at the Speedway. Again, we apologize for the on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard, it is not working this evening. So hopefully we'll be able to get it repaired for next Saturday night's events. It's Norman Ackerman in 15 and 24, Rob Martin. Then comes Don Heavy Hill in the 70 car, and Joe DeGregory in 99. Out back in 43, that's Mike Schweier, and 47, Randy Tharp. You know, we talk about breakout times a lot of times, and when we do have a breakout situation, of course, quicker time on them to adjust their breakout time so they don't have a problem later in the evening. Bobby Stacy having no problem. He leads down the backstretch. Norman Ackerman into second. Rob Martin tried to split the seam down the backstretch between a couple cars. Could not do so. He runs fourth in car 24. Rob Martin fourth. Your leader is Bobby Stacy. Stacy with one previous heat race win this season. Holding off so far Norman Ackerman, Heavy Hill, and Rob Martin. Joe DeGregory posted in the fifth spots. Now complete. Bobby Stacy about 10 car lengths over Norman Ackerman. They'll complete lap number 5, this time past start finish. For Bobby Stacy, looking for his second heat race win this season. Field pretty well sorted out, stretched out over the third mile, and with the easy win, Bobby Stacy. Second to Norman Ackerman. Third is Heavy Hill. Fourth, Rob Martin, and fifth, Joe DeGregory. Souvenir Magazine lucky numbers coming up a little bit later, and you can't win unless you get one. Got some great prizes, some great t-shirts, and a lot of other prizes available for the Souvenir Magazine lucky number giveaway. So make sure you grab one while you're here at the Speedway. Again, the winner, Bobby Stacy, car 83. Stacy. Don Holland in 9, and alongside the double lot of Ron Mangus. In the third row, we find 18, Bo Davis, and 27, Dave Dysinger. Then comes 52, Tom Bond, and out back, apparently dissatisfied with their qualifying times, Bill Wellman and Jamie Hunt. Mark Life in car number 97 brings the field up to speed. They'll get the green flag this time. Fast starter Jim Paul. We've got 8 laps ahead of us. Don Holland and Rusty Mortimer battle it out for the runner-up spot. Holland gets the better of Mortimer down the backstretch. He runs second. Mark Life, the leader. Mortimer is third. But now Bo Davis taking a shot at the 30 car. Whoa, Mark Life, very real sideways in turn 1. He gathers it back together. Holland started to go underneath, and then Life recollected it. They'll be halfway this time. 4 laps. Now Mortimer rejuvenated in that outside groove, trying to chase down your leader. Rusty Mortimer on the move in car 30. Mark Life slips high off the 4th turn. Nearly opening the door for Don Holland, but Holland could not make a pass. And now we got action at the front of the field. Mark Life. Mangus is moving. Red is out. Tonight, yeah, we've got to give it to him. Dave Dysinger and Bo Davis swapping a little paint. They're at it again in turns 3 and 4. Jamie Hunt now up to challenge. He moves inside of Bo Davis. White flag for Rusty Mortimer. Don Holland second. Third now is Dysinger. And coming home first, Rusty Mortimer. Second, Don Holland. Third is Dave Dysinger. Don't run off, folks. We will be running the first 30-lap late model feature immediately, if not sooner. So late model feature, the first late model feature will go before intermission this evening. Mike Stacy, that car is out here. He will be going after the budget car sales challenge tonight, $3,200, a budget car sales challenge. Also the Riverside Auto Parts challenge up for tonight's fast qualifier, Jerry Jones. If Jones can win, it's a $2,000 bonus by virtue of being the fast qualifier here this evening. Winston Racing Series feature event. On the pole, that's Donnie Zero Hill in car 98, and alongside Kevin Miller in 29. Row number 2, 81, Don Wetnall, and 16, Mike Simpson. The third row, they've shelved the board for the time being. That's Robbie Dean in 94, alongside 92, Donnie Renner. Then comes Terry Humphrey in 1, and Bill Cantley in car 26. Car 61 out of Urbana is next. That's Mike Ward. And New Albany, Ohio, driver 86. That is Skip Thornton. John Strobel in 45. The next row on the inside, outside your fast qualifier, and new track record holder, by the way, Jerry Jones. Rounding out the field, we find Larry Harris, Bussy Blackford, John Jenkins, Greg Markham, Fred Reichert, Danny Eves, Brian Hall, and Mike Stacy. 30 laps, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series feature event here on Gatorade, Central City Auto Parts night at the races. squirts out to that early lead. Miller and Whitnall. The battle is for second. And caution once again before the field completes a lap. Fred Reichert, the car spinning down in turn number 4. Their way toward the front of the pack. The white flag will be out this time. Donnie Zero Hill, your leader. And one lap complete, way out back. You see Mike Stacy, he's going after the Budget Car Sale Challenge. He's got a long way to go. Whitnall now runs second. Third is Mike Simpson. Your top 4 is Don Hill, Don Whitnall, Mike Simpson. Now Donnie Renner. Brian Hall off the track on the backstretch. He is out. Your leader continues to be Zero Hill. They'll be 1/3 of the way through this one, this time by 10 laps complete. Mike Simpson looks to the outside of Don Whitnall. Simpson battling with Don Whitnall. Donnie Renner right there. Simpson into that turn 4-3 wall rather. Simpson collects that wall hard. Looked as though he went into that turn. Something let loose and that car just shot immediately towards the wall. Simpson is out of the car, looking underneath the hood of that car. Hopefully you can pick up one of these prizes, along with getting the full rundown on last Saturday's racing action. current point standings with all the vital information on the top 20 in each of the NASCAR divisions. 7. Zero Hill having it his way. He's the leader. Don Wetnall, Donnie Ritter, halfway. Renner putting the pressure on the Millersport driver, Wetnall. Backstretch they go. Donnie Ritter trying to move around Don Wetnall. Greg Markham off the track on the backstretch, and Donnie Ritter runs second. He'll set his sights on your leader. Is third. Fourth is the Big Bird, Robbie Dean. Ever so slightly on your leader. Five laps to go. 5 laps this time. And caution on the Speedway, Kevin Miller bends down there in turn number 4. Got second place in the points and first place in the points. First and second in the event. 6 laps to go. Zero Hill keeping his distance, about a car length over Donnie Renner so far. 5 laps this lap time. Third place is Don Wetnall. Fourth, the Big Bird, Robbie Dean, and fifth, Terry Humphrey. Started 18th. He's up to challenge for 7th spot. White flag for Zero Hill. Renner looks high, looks low, but it'll be Zero Hill. Donnie Renner second. Third, Robbie Dean. Terry Humphrey is fifth. So that'll that'll do it for the first 30-lap late model feature here tonight on Gatorade Night at the Races. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, he gets the brow wiped off a little bit, unbelted, comes out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause? There's your feature winner, Donnie Hill. Donnie, let's tell you what, let's back up. Everybody can see us in all the corners down here and stuff, but normally it's the 0 car, but the 98 car did the job tonight.
Yeah, we blew an engine there practicing and everything, and I gotta give credit to all my crew. We've been in Michigan racing all week, man. They work their tails off, and then they got to come down here and do it. That just shows you how good they are. They just make me look good.
Well, hey, you did it well. The budget car challenge now automatically going to be yours because you go to the back of the inversion. So some big bucks, $3,400 coming up next time. Can we do it again?
Well, we're going to try. I just want everybody to know that could have very easily been Donnie Gregory's as me, because he should be driving this right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause? There's your feature winner, Donnie Hill.
Well, while we wait for the Limited Sportsman feature to come out, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that not only does Pennstroke Productions videotape here at Columbus Motor Speedway, but at Killcare Speedway in Xenia, Ohio, and Winchester Speedway, Winchester, Indiana, for the Midwest's finest video racing series, Pennstroke Productions. Pennstroke Productions is proud of its association with Terry's Inn and Pizzeria, 731 Brown Road. So after tonight's racing action, go down to Terry's Inn, order yourself a pizza, cold drink, and watch all the exciting racing action from Columbus Motor Speedway. And my first mistake of the year just happened tonight. Our ARCA Pro 4 feature is next, not the Limited Sportsman feature. And the ARCA Pro 4s are coming out on the track right now, and we should be racing in just a couple of moments.
Feature event. Starting first in car 57, Bill Withers, and beside him from Columbus, Ben Pelfrey. The second row finds Vic Tanarelli on the inside and Jack Sims in 0 outside of row 2. Next up, Warren Brewer in car number 10 inside of row 3. Beside him, it's John Witham in 5. The next driver out of North Carolina, actually South Carolina, I guess it is. That is Ricky Bryant in car 12 and the veteran Bobby Sage in 1. Moving back to the 5th row, we find car 28 Brian Fries and number 6 Robin Slaughter. Your fast qualifier is next. That is car 25 from Marcellus, Michigan, Bill Hartman. And then we've got Larry Smith in 21. 55 is Jack Weething. 76, Bobby Marvin. Car number 14, Greg Basco. 23, Dale Lenz. 24, George Woolmont. 67 is Gary Bisser, and on the tail 73, that is Ray Frucci. 30 laps for the ARCA Pro 4 feature event here on Gatorade, Central City Auto Parts Night at the Races. That's Bill Withers, the early leader. Panarelli is second. Ben Pelfrey in car number 9. And Warren Brewer coming for the third spot. a flat right rear tire. Caution on the speedway. On the speedway. My 10th, I believe, is Brian Freeze. He's the first car there on the lead lap for that last car on the lead lap. finish. Last car, last traffic for your leaders. Nick Tannerelli, they work around the 25 car, Bill Hartman. Sage trying to track down Tannerelli. Bobby Sage, about 3 car lengths behind your leader. Their leaders through turns 3 and 4. Still running third is Bill Withers. Fourth, John Witham. Fifth currently is Robin Slaughter. White flag this time for Vic Tannerelli. And a winner. Car number 2, Vic Tannerelli. Second is Bobby Sage. Third, Bill Withers. Fourth will be Robin Slaughter. Fifth, Ryan Reed. We're going to go down to Bob Neubauer with this report.
A very happy young man down here in the front straightaway, Vic. Out front all the way and just drove away from him.
Yeah, well, we broke rear end earlier tonight, and I was pretty well ready to call it quits, and my engine man, Dan Marquardt, said, no, we can't do that. Went home, got a new rear end, tore it apart, put it in there. See me come out the last minute. Felt pretty good there. Yeah, it was great. It's been a while. I was due.
When was your last feature win?
Boy, I don't know. It's been a while.
Like he says, it's hard to remember, but he's got one now, and there'll be more to come. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause once again? Vic Tannerelli, your feature winner in the ARCA Pro 4s.
For the 30 lap limited sportsman feature event, Jeff Loudermilk and Bob Grubal are in row number 1. Then comes Mike Holland and Dave Ritchie Jr. The third row, that's Jerry Irwin in 24 and 01, Jerry Buck. In row number 4, we find Sean Gray, and car 25 outside of him, that's Jimmy Kidd. Next, it's Don Gregory Jr. and Randy Sward. Car number 30 is next. That's Bill Hundley, and alongside 76, Buddy Townsend. Tom Idle is in 35, 20. is Mike Brown. 23, John Matthews. 27, Jimmy McCulley. And a driver change in 71, that is Bubby Scott. 30 laps for the Bob Gruball very sideways in turn number 2. That back row, everybody backs up, and Loudermilk leads. Mike Holland moves alongside of Loudermilk to challenge for the lead. And it's Mike Holland out front. Jerry Irwin is next. He'll move into second spot. Up to third is Dave Ritchie Jr. Mike Holland having his way. Jerry Irwin, Dave Ritchie Jr. Jerry Buck runs fourth. Jimmy Kidd fifth. Bob Neubauer just before that incident occurred that Sean Gray had a clutch go awry in that car 91. That's the reason he was in the infield. Late report had something that had come off of one of the cars over in turn number 2. So debris just off the turn 2 onto the backstretch. 3 quick guys behind him up to 4th spot. Make that 5th spot is Buddy Townsend. Townsend started 12th. Challenging Mike Holland for the lead. Randy Sword, 3rd in the race. 4th is Don Gregory Jr. The battle is at the front. Holland in 86. Kidd in 25. In turn 1, Don Gregory Jr. takes over third spot. Halfway, 15 laps are down. Fourth is Randy Swart, fifth Buddy Townsend, sixth now Bill Hundley, and Bob Drew will go at it for sixth spot. Lap car Bubby Scott plays into the picture. Holland around the outside of the lap car. To go this time. Is off the pace. He is out into the infield. Your lead trio down the front stretch. Holland, Kidd, Gregory. Into the fence down there. Jerry Irwin, we talked earlier about that. He apparently is okay. We're getting the signal. Mike Holland brings him back up to speed. Jimmy Kidd talk about that outside lane not being there right now. Looks like he's looking to the inside for the time being, trying to find a way around Mike Holland. 5 laps to go, 5 to remain. Mike Holland looking for his first feature triumph this season. Here comes Gregory on the inside of Kidd. Holland leaving about a half a car length underneath. Gregory trying to take advantage. A 3-car battle. Randy Swart sits in fourth. Here comes Kidd once again. White flag this time. Here comes Jim Kidd to challenge Holland. by side down the backstretch. Jimmy Kidd with about a fender advantage. This will be close. Your winner's going to be the winner, Jimmy Kidd in car 25. About a 6 or 8 inches, maybe a foot at the most at the start-finish line. Second is Mike Holland. Third, Don Gregory Jr. Your winner, Jimmy Kidd, his third, make that third feature win of the 1996 racing season. There's your winner, Jimmy Kidd. We'll go down to Bob Neubauer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the guy, you know, if your nose was about 6 inches shorter on the front of that car, you'd have lost.
I've lost by that much before.
We talked to you earlier. Did you wait until that last lap to try to do it and make it happen?
I kept looking for Donnie to come around me, and I never seen him, so I thought with 4 or 5 to go, we might as well put it out there and see what happens.
Did you know coming off of 4 it was going to be yours?
Well, I could see that my nose was farther ahead of his, so I knew it was mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the closest races we've had all year and a great feature. How about a big round of applause for the winner of our Sportsman feature on Gatorade Night, Jimmy Kidd.
Late model feature event here on Gatorade Central City Auto Parts Night at the races. Mike Stacy in car number 7 starts first alongside N45. That's John Strobel. Row number 2 consists of 26 Bill Cantley and number 9 Danny Eves. Your fast qualifier, new track record holder, starts inside of row number 3. He is eligible in this event for what I believe is a $2,200 Riverside Auto Parts Fast Time Challenge should Jerry Jones win. A bonus of $2,200 alongside of Jones in 86. That's Skip Thornton. In the 4th row, we find car number 1, Terry Humphrey, and 94, Robbie Dean. Then comes Don Wetnall in 81, and car 94, Robbie Dean, or I'm sorry, car 92, Donnie Renner. Next, it's Don Hill Jr. in 98, 47, Larry Harris. Number 4, that is Fred Reichert. Tank on Donnie Renner's car has been ruptured.
Get him, Don! Don't shoot in his ear!
Yeah, everybody up front was crossed up, slowing down, and I slowed down, but evidently somebody behind me didn't.
My decision, I'd say
Well, a tough break, and I know obviously you're pretty dejected. You got a lot of fans up there like to see you.
Bye, Johnny. Get out, Johnny. Get on the back of the truck. Bye, Johnny. All right, Johnny. No, he's going to try to come over back up the front. He'll come back up the front with that car. Yeah. That could be one of Renner's old cars. That's still left-hander, still
All right, watch this. Mike Stacy holds the point down the backstretch. John Strobel moves ahead. Stacy relegated to second. Third is Bill Cantley. Brian Hall is out in car 84. Car 64, Mike Stacy. It's John Strobel, your leader. Second is Mike Stacy, Bill Cantley third. Jones runs fourth. Fifth now Danny Eve. Are complete. John Strobel still paces the field. Mike Stacy runs second. lead lap. He is on the lead lap. Jerry Jones is John Strobel, your leader. Second is Stacy. Third, Cantley. Fourth, Terry Humphrey. Now halfway, 15 laps are down. Turn number 2. 17 laps are down. John Strobel leads them back to green. Mike Stacy looks to that second group. Stacy trying to draw alongside the London, Ohio. This time. Stacy. Couple bumps down there through turns 1 and 2 of John Strobel, just to let him know he's there. Here comes Stacy on the outside of your leader. Zero Hill is disposed of Don Wetnall. 0 Mike Stacy pulls alongside of Strobel in turns 3 and 4. Swapping some paint. 2 laps to go the next time by. And Stacy, the new leader. Jerry Jones pulls off the track on the front stretch. No white flag this time for Mike Stacy. And the winner, Mike Stacy. John Strobel second, Bill Keeley third, Terry Humphrey fourth, and fifth goes to Skip Thornton. he becomes the winningest late model driver so far in 1996, his 4th victory this season. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, Mike getting unbuckled as the harness comes off, the gloves come off, and the next thing will be the helmet. And once again, as he crawls out of this thing, how about a big round of applause? Mike Stacy, our feature winner once again this evening. Hey, you're getting to make a habit out of this stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, but it was a rough one tonight. I thought we got lucky to start on the pole, and then all this dust and stuff, we got out there, and Strobel come up there and surprised me, and we tried to get out, and we just got loose. It was a hard-fought battle. That was a great run.
Hey, these fans don't maybe know what happened earlier tonight. This hasn't been a cakewalk night, has it?
No, it sure wasn't. If it wasn't for the fast racing engine and stuff like that, and Tim Ice and everybody that worked so hard to put this motor back together, we broke a valve spring and dropped the valve. They pulled the head, sent it out back to the shop, got it fixed, and it's all back together tonight. So I'd really like to thank them and Tim Ice and all of them, and all my sponsors, Certified, Joby's Tree Service, A to Z Painting, just everybody.
Hey, no different than the NASCAR guys. They can rebuild them if they have to. They put the engine back together after qualifying tonight and come back to win the second feature. Hey, this guy too. How about a big round of applause once again for Mike Stacy, your feature winner?
Central City Auto Parts Night at the races. The lineup goes thusly. We have Mark Fraybot and Rick Curtin on row 1. Second row, John Morgan, Bobby Stacy. Next up, that's Bo make that. Bruce Holmes in 88. 15, Norman Ackerman. 24 is Rob Martin, and 43, Mike Schweier. Heavy Hill is in side of the next row. Alongside of him is Joe DeGregory. Randy Tharp and Rusty Mortimer are next. Then comes Don Holland, Ron Mangus, Bo Davis and Dave Dysinger, Tom Bond and Bubba Parsons, Lonnie Spires and Scott Stevens, Jamie Hunt. And who else do we have there? Your fast qualifier tonight, Carl Katz. And rounding out the field, Bill Wellman in 6 and 97, Mark Blythe. Is out. Mark Fraybot brings him back up to speed. Rick Curtin is right there. pressure on Mark Fraybot. They'll complete lap number 5 this time. Kurt trying to make the pass on Fraybot. John Morgan runs third. Bobby Stacy off the pace in car 83. Now John Morgan and Rick Kurt, second spot in the balance. This time. Still Mark Fraybot, your leader. And we got trouble on the backstretch. 24 is fun. And so Scott Stevens trying to get back across the racetrack. Flat tire. Scott Stevens downfall, flat right front tire. So John Morgan front end welded to the back of Mark Fraybot the last time they came down the front stretch. Here comes Mike Schweier. And Schweier will take control. Just past the halfway point. Mike Schweier now out front. Rick Hurt moves to second. Car 51, last week's feature winner. He is now third. Up to fourth position is Heavy Hill. Fifth now, Bubba Parsons. Right on the back bumper of Mike Schweier. And Lonnie Spires closing on your lead duo. 5 laps remain. Battle for fourth position between Heavy Hill and Bubba Parsons. Now Lonnie Spires squeezes past Rick Hurt. Spires is up to second. He'll set his sights on your leader. Here comes fire. The lap car of Carl Katz is ahead. Squire works around, around the outside of Carl Katz. White flag this time for Mike Squire. And it will be Mike Squire, Lonnie Spire second, Rick Curtin third, fourth is Bubba Parsons, and fifth, Jamie Hunt. Sixth was Heavy Hill. Seventh place went to Dave Dysinger. So a full racing evening now complete. We thank you for coming out, folks. Schweier's car sponsored by Buck Racing Repair Direct Painting.
It's amazing how big a crew you need for street stocks these days. Looks like half the grandstand out here with us. He gets out of the car, not a lot of room, but there it is. Mike Schweier. Hey, good run, but you not only had Curtin come up, I think Spires come up at the last moment. It wasn't all that easy.
Well, at the beginning of the night, I didn't qualify worth the heck, but I put a brand new set of tires on before we went out in the feature. Didn't even have a lap on them. So I took a chance, and here I am. I want to thank Jerry Buck, Larry Wilson, WLW Racing, my own company, Terry's Inn Pizzeria, Valvoline, and Humphreys for building a heck of a motor.
And a cast of thousands. Ladies and gentlemen, there's our feature winner, Mike Schweier. Jeff, wrap her up.